So let's see what DC Draino has to say. What's his nearly million? I think he's got like, how many people does this guy have? He's got over 750,000 followers. So surely what he's going to have to say is very insightful. He hasn't been shadow banned. It doesn't appear, as yours truly has on Twitter. We'll talk about that some more. At least that's my opinion. That's my conclusion. He says, quote, deplatforming works and is important. Good things can happen, close quote, quoting Horseface here. And then he says, a member of Congress, that's what she is celebrating the silencing of a journalist. Okay, so we know that he is your typical Republican voter now, don't we? Silencing a journalist, it's so unfair and so unethical. We're supposed to be better than that. And being better than that is why every time the Republicans get any sort of control in the government, they always lose. Because they're better than that. They're better than playing outside of the rules. And they'll just play inside the rules and lose the whole time. Way to go, Mayberry moron. Member of Congress is celebrating the silencing of a journalist that she recently requested be silenced. And so did, what's his name? The real rat-faced guy. He said the same thing. It's got to be pulled down right now. Tucker's got to be censored into oblivion right now. Cut his vocal cords. DC Draino then says, this cheap tyrant doesn't look at the language too. Okay, she's a tyrant. You see where this is going. Doesn't realize she's become okay, of course, the fascist she claims to fight. Oh, is she the real fascist? Because DC Draino, is she the real fascist? Are we dealing with they's the real fascists? The Dems are the real fascists. They're the real racists. That's what they are. Guy, you have no balls whatsoever. You typical Republican voting bitch. What else does this guy say? This is pathetic. Let's get on to... Let me just see what else he says really quickly. That's sad. What's he say at the top here? He says, Rogan, something, and then husband, patriot, lawyer, constitutionalist, anti-woke. Well, that makes you a pussy. That's all you are, man. You're anti-woke? Okay, so you're in a coma. Good for you. Folks, you got to stop following this. 750,000 following this. I know it gets worse out there elsewhere. I know there are others that are even worse. And don't look to me and say, well, he's at least better than thus and such. No, we don't have time for that. Don't you see that? We have to use the concepts that defeat the psychological warfare concepts that the psychological warfare operators working for the anti-white oligarchs use against us. There's nothing weird. We don't have to go stand outside of a hotel called Bilderberg and then wonder what they might be thinking. We don't have to do that. We don't walk around like a bunch of lobotomized Republican voters, too scared of even their own shadows. You used to say back in the day that they thought that there was a communist under every bed. No, there's a Republican voter under every bed, hiding from the real world. We've got to use the concepts that defeat these people. We've got to do it proudly. We've got to do it loudly. We've got to get it to the content creators that they haven't silenced yet, because they're coming to cut the vocal cords out of everyone. They are bundling this all up, folks. What does he say here now? Same guy. Oh, I saw this video of, I won't show it here because they'll probably give me a strike for violence. It's just Antifa people getting, which are anti-white people, getting arrested. I wonder if this guy calls them the real fascists. If Fox thought the MAGA base hated them after Brett Baer called Arizona for Biden before calling Florida for Trump, just wait until they see how many people stopped watching after they got rid of Tucker. I wish. A lot of people are saying right now, that, well, Fox is just dead. Nobody's going to watch them anymore. I wouldn't be so quick to that. People like to just turn their TV on and sit down like slobs, especially after a long day of work. They don't like looking for people on the internet, trying to find them, and waiting for them to start streaming or waiting for their show to be. The vast majority don't. They just want to sit down and turn the TV on. What were they doing before Tucker? Were they all just like staring at charcoal paintings or drawings on stone? They were watching Fox. The same things were probably said, and somebody who paid more attention to it, when O'Reilly was fired and when Glenn Beck was fired. Probably people saying the same stuff. Nobody will watch Fox again. Don't count on it.